They want to know more about pharma, more about the opportunity. I also wanted to start with speaking about what I do, right? A bit about my career graph, I mean how I moved, what I did. So where I am today and what I am into, I feel you can pick some insights from that as well. And from there, then I will also speak about some areas that we do not know of where there is huge demand in the industry. But because it's a gray area, it's a gap area, we don't tend to know about it. So yes, technology. I mean, we are living in a world full of technology. You can't deny that. You are using technology without realizing it. So I just want to make you a little bit aware about how technology can be helpful and why we need it so much now. Okay, so I need to show this disclaimer everywhere because whatever I speak has nothing to do with my employer. So I have to register whatever I speak because this is considered as an external engagement. Okay, a bit about my career. So I did my B.Pharm here. We had to give the GATE exam. After that, I did M.Pharm from Pune University. It was Bharati Vidyapeeth. At that time, we were the last batch under Pune University. Then they became deemed. Then after that, as a faculty, I spent around 3.5 years in this college. And after that, I moved to pursue my doctorate in BITS Pilani, that's in Rajasthan, their parent institute. So I gave the entrance and cleared the interview. And that's how I got there. I did 4 years full-time PhD. It took 4.5 years to submit my thesis. And my topic was colon-specific drug delivery systems. It was pharmaceutics. My background is pharmaceutics. When I was in this college, I taught pharmaceutics to third year and micro to second year. So many of my students can relate to that. Then I joined, so this is where I spent 3 years, close to 3.5 years in research. So when I joined Sun Pharma, I was already 29, 30 years, so they said, we can't make you work in the lab. You're too old for this. And I had some health issues. So they said, let's do something. You are good at reading. So they put me in the IP cell. You know what is IP? Intellectual property? Yeah, you have to read patents. And Sun Pharma at that time, the Advanced Research Center was working with RAP matrix technology. So they wanted to patent this all over the world, all countries, they wanted to patent. To file a patent, you know that you have to prove patentability, the newness of the infection. They have IP?
I think M.Pharm, yeah.
Newness, utility, there are some laws before you patent. It has to be new, there has to be no prior art, and it has to be like, you have to fight for a claim.
Yeah,
like this part of my invention is new, and then the attorneys come back and say, no, this is there, and somebody did this, and then they will combine 2-3 references and all that. So it has to be non-obvious, it has to be patentable and all. We did this work, and I was helping them file patents. At the same time, my duty was to give formulation development team ideas, new ideas. And fortunate, I was a research executive then, and we had the opportunity to meet Dilip Sanghvi directly, who's the MD managing director of the company. He used to call us directly and ask us questions. I would prepare the whole night as if I'm preparing for an exam. But when his question comes, you can't answer actually. Because it is so practical, it is so direct. So 2 of my ideas, what he liked, there was a molecule called dimethyl fumarate. And at that time, it was not in India, and my mother was suffering from plague psoriasis. She's still suffering from that. So, and I used to read a lot. So I said, dimethyl fumarate is available in Germany. In India, if you want to market it, you have to do a short clinical study, right? So, can we bring this product to India? So he asked me, show the reference. So I showed it on the deck like this. So then he thought, and then he told his business team who gives the PIF, project initiation, why don't you do this project and do a pilot on some patients? Let's see what results we get. Let's market it in India first, and then let's take it abroad. Because for everything you have to do non-infringement. So this is how we used to give idea. Then there was one tablet, clopidogrel, and there was one syrup which we used to give to 2-year-olds. But it was available only in a tablet form. So a 2-year-old obviously. So how they used to give? They used to dissolve the tablet in a spoon and then just drop it. Because 2-year is just a toddler infant. So then I just showed, I put a picture of a syrup there and I said, can we do a stability study to see if this is stable in a liquid form? Practical example, you're doing Sutix, you know this, right? If it is stable. Can we do a stability study? Just make a syrup, any flavor, nothing. It's a 2-year-old. Just put it on stability and see if it works. I'm giving these examples just to give you an idea that you have to be thinking a little different all the time. If you consider a job as a 9 to 5, 10 to 5, 10 to 6 job, just do without thinking, you will stay there only. You have to think beyond what's happening. So have those ideas somewhere. Unfortunately, data is all scattered. I mean, I'm sure you are generating lots of data here. Where is the data? It's sitting in some computer. Computer crashes, there's a power outage, all data is lost. It is in some Excel sheet. That person suddenly left the job and went away. All data gone. So nowadays, what companies are doing is all data backup used to be stored in servers long back. Now it's not happening like that. Now it is going to the cloud. You have to buy a license, you have to buy a storage, Amazon Web Services. You go to buy a new mobile these days. Do you really transfer the data from one mobile to another? No. You just switch on, sign into your Google account, your contacts start syncing, your WhatsApp chats start coming, your details start coming in. Why? Everything is in the cloud. Your photos start coming which you lost. Suppose everything is locally stored, it is perishable. It will go away one day. I drop my mobile into water, everything is gone. Not really. Everything should be cloud stored. So whatever systems we have, whatever laptops we have, every information. So we are told not to store any personal data because everything goes to the Novartis cloud. And Google offers clouds, Amazon offers cloud. You can also buy cloud services. I mean, it's not unaffordable. So this is where you need to store your data. Now once I store all my data, what should I do with this data? I mean, it's just chunks and chunks of data. No, you need to do data analysis. Play with the data. Understand trends. And then, because of AI these days, what is happening? Millions of algorithms. You understand algorithms? Yes, no. Decision tree, yes, no, yes, no. Millions of algorithms. So earlier we had to feed data into system, input. Put calculations, Excel sheet, plus, minus, into, and then get an output. Yeah. Now you feed data into a machine. Machine will learn with the data and it will do regression, it will do algorithm, it will see the best fit. Then it will show you patterns, insights. Imagine clinical data, thousands of patients. And if you have to sit on a computer and process, it's going to take years. We can't waste so much time. Time is money these days. And what happens is, today clinical trials, 10 to 12 years, the company will shut down. Because 10 to 12 years, you have spent billions of dollars, the cost has gone up, every pill is becoming like, how much? There is an injection for spinal atrophy which costs 15 crores. Can you believe? Nobody can afford this. And it's a beautiful injection because once you take it in your lifetime, you're okay for your life. So what Novartis does it, out of its profits, we take names of people in Bangalore and they do a lucky draw because you can't obviously do it for everybody. Through a lucky draw, we give that injection in your lumbar region, spinal region. And then the child is fine. I mean, you can live your life normally. So 16 crores is not affordable. And after 10, 15 years, imagine how many people will die by that time, that this will become, somewhat in the affordable range when it becomes 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So why are we automating is to reduce cost, to bring in speed, to bring in efficiency. And you should also start using these tools and knowing about them. Okay? So basically, the data is, it's like this everywhere. That's why we don't benefit. And then you sort it out, you clean it, you arrange it. Who does this?